Good evening. On behalf of the Bastrop High School class of 2020, I want to thank you all for being here. We can't thank our parents, educators, and those who showed us unconditional support and love enough for getting us here today. We are eternally grateful. When I began writing this speech, it was much harder than I expected. You'd think after 4 years of walking the halls of Bastrop High School, I'd have more than enough material. But the more I thought about it, the harder it was to explain the way I feel about it ending. Then, 6 days before we were supposed to begin our lives, my best friend passed away. It gave a whole new meaning to the words I say on this stage. I hope they have a fraction of the impact on you that Caitlin had on my life. I want to share with you 5 lessons I learned in high school. Number 1, you will be surprised by people. High school sometimes felt like a box filled with compartments that each one of us was meant to fill. A person we either felt we must be or were told we were. Each and every one of us is so much more than a single compartment. We spent 4 years together, and I learned that friendships can be in the places you least expect them. We all have beautiful and unique things to offer the world, big things to do, and changes to make. Continue letting people surprise you, and always strive to surprise others. Continue pushing the boundaries and challenging the normal. If anyone will do it, it will be us. You all surprised me. I appreciate all of you for giving me a chance, and I hope I surprised you. Number 2, your words have power. As teenagers, we often feel powerless, like no one is hearing us. We live in a small town surrounded by people we've known most of our lives. We're comfortable. It is from this day forward that is no longer the case. From here on out, we enter a world we were always told was big, but had never seen for ourselves. In this world, our words have power. We are the next generation, the next set of lawmakers, pioneers, inventors, scientists, doctors, and everything in between. This makes us the most powerful people in the world. What we decide to create, speak up for, and write will be the future. Our words are more powerful than we know. I can't wait to see how we use them. I know it will be extraordinary. Number 3, make every moment count. It may be one of my most cliche lessons, but it is one of great importance. I never thought I'd be standing on this stage after missing the greatest 3 months of my high school experience and losing someone I loved so much. I'll be honest, it's painful, and this was supposed to be our moment. Sure, we lost a lot, but there's so much in front of us to gain. Every moment, including this one, is worth treating like your best memory. And if we treat every moment like this, we'll eventually have a lifetime of days we'll never forget. No matter how different I saw this in my head, I know I'll never forget the way I feel looking out at you all today. Number 4, losing control is inevitable. This was probably the hardest thing I had to learn in my time at BHS. One of my biggest fears is failure. My coping mechanism was always to control every detail and plan every step. I was often headstrong, stressed, and a little bossy. I learned that no matter how much I wished I could control a situation, I couldn't. This taught me that sometimes in the moments we are losing control, we are finding ourselves. One of my favorite quotes from Ellison's Invisible Man: "Life is to be lived, not controlled, and humanity is won by continuing to play in the face of certain defeat." Sure, we may be facing an impossible situation, but we're surviving. We're walking the stage and going into an uncertain world. No control, no knowledge of what's to come, but never defeated. I've learned that losing control is not always a loss. I'm a different person than the one I was when I walked through the big glass doors of Bastrop High School, and it's because of you. You all tested me, pushed me, and showed me what it means to be a real leader, to make the best of the situation and never accept failure even when I felt out of control. You will never know how much this lesson means to me, and you all are the ones who taught it to me. Number 5, success is not measured by numbers on paper. If you know me personally, or even not very personally, considering I had the reputation of crying over a 95, then you know this is a lesson that took me a long time to learn. Success is not measured by numbers on paper, but rather success is measured by the lives we touch. I would say I was successful in high school, and surprisingly not for the reason I'm standing on this stage. I was successful because I know I had an impact on at least one of your lives, no matter how small or big. I know all of you had an impact on mine. This speech originally contained 5 lessons, but in the last few days, I've learned one more. Number 6, the power of love. Caitlin taught me that love does not know tragedy, pain, or death. It is everlasting and ever growing. She radiated love for her friends, for her family, and for life. Her love did not have conditions or expectations. This type of love has power. The power to make movements and support dreams. This type of love is the foundation and tool we need to go into the world and truly add something. Not just live in it, but change it for the better. Her love will stay in our memories forever. I will love Caitlin for the rest of my life and always show the love she taught me. As we go into the world, I hope you take that love too. The world needs a whole lot more of it right now. These lessons will stay with me my entire life, and I hope they find some meaning to you. To my friends who somehow put up with me for over 6 years, I can't imagine my life without you. And I like to think yours would be a little boring without me too. To my family who always let me be anyone I wanted to be, you are the reason I'm here. To the educators who shaped me into the woman I am standing on this stage, thank you. And to Caitlin, I never thought I'd be looking out at the crowd at your empty chair. I will love you forever and longer. The love you taught us can be felt in every heart tonight, and we are grateful to have known you. I'll be the first to admit, I'm scared. We will never be exactly the way we are now. From here, everything changes. I will never forget the class of 2020. We experienced loss and sadness, but we are still standing. Knowing these are the people I'm entering the world with makes it a little less scary. A quote from L.R. Knost says, "Do not be dismayed by the brokenness of the world. All things breaks, and all things can be mended. Not with time, as they say, but with intention. So go, love intentionally, extravagantly, unconditionally. The broken world waits in darkness for the light that is you." I hope you all go into the world ready to learn more lessons, as there are millions more to discover. But also, I hope you all go into the world ready to teach lessons, ready to share your talents and passions, your hopes and dreams, and everything you have to offer. As this unconventional ending finally comes to a stop, I'm confident we're ready, and that we can handle anything the rest of our lives throw at us. Thank you.
Friends, family, teachers, and the amazing community of Bastrop. I'm honored to be up here today to speak to you all one last time before the class of 2020 is set free to go and conquer the world. I'd like to start off by honoring one of my good friends, Caitlin Harmon, who recently passed away. Caitlin, I know you're here with us today celebrating these past 13 years, and I'm happy I had the privilege of knowing you for 7 of those. From you giving me tips on being a good volleyball setter in middle school, to getting to share my last homecoming dance with you, Zoe, and Jamie, you have always been one of my favorite people to be around. There is truly no better way to describe Caitlin than a light. She had a smile that shines so bright, a laughter that could brighten up anyone's mood, and a positivity that radiated through each person she met. During these times, the world needed Caitlin's glow, but I hope we can all find peace in the impact she left and the blessing it was to have her in our lives, even if it was cut short. I can confidently say I will never forget Caitlin Harmon, and I wish to grow to be even half of the amazing person she was. Now to the class of 2020. Through all the losses, natural disasters, a pandemic, and the past months of torturous Google Classroom assignments, we finally did it, guys. We're graduating! The late nights and early mornings were worth it, so thank you to all who were part of my high school experience. To BISD and Mr. Edwards, thank you for believing in us and allowing for the best high school journey. Thank you for giving the Superintendent Advisory Council the best lunches and even better conversations. You listened to our voices and truly cared, and I'll miss getting to share good news with you guys. To the teachers and staff at BHS and in BISD, I thank y'all endlessly for supporting us through every hardship we faced, academically and personally. I know I could not have gone through high school sane or alive if it wasn't for you all. Just to name a few, Miss Stevenson with a PH, Hamrick, Land, Hancock, Miles, Coach McCreary, and Coach Knorr. Thank y'all for being more than just educators, but friends. No matter if I've known y'all since middle school and career portals, or we just got to know each other over hectically planning a homecoming parade this year, y'all are my mentors and safe places, and I will never forget you all. To my amazing family that dealt my mood swings and chaotic schedule all of high school, I love and thank y'all. To my once-in-a-lifetime friends, I love y'all. Thank you for making these past 4 years the best 4 years of my life, but don't think you're getting rid of me just yet. And finally, to the class of 2020, it's been incredible. Though it wasn't the high school musical like we all dreamed of, we've still made beautiful memories together. I'm going to miss leading the roller coaster at football games, getting to bring in my pom-poms and noisemakers that I brought to every pep rally, and every single moment at BHS with this class. I wouldn't want to be up here celebrating any other group of amazing people besides you all. When I knew I was going to have the honor of speaking at our graduation, I was so happy, but I was even more nervous. I immediately thought back to sitting up in the bleachers at my sister's graduation and being amazed by the speech the 2015 salutatorian had given. And all I could think about lately was, how am I supposed to give a speech nearly as good as his? So I put on my try-hard pants and sat in my room for hours with my laptop and a journal taking notes on salutatorian speeches on YouTube. And if that doesn't speak to how try-hard and crazy and extra I was all of high school, I don't know what does. After my hours of scrolling, a light bulb went off, and I finally decided I would tie my speech together with the idea of the past, the present, and the future. Our past together has been filled with many memories, like finally winning the Spirit Stick after 3 years, our first and last homecoming, our first and, well, only prom, and even just walking the halls at BHS. The past 4 years, or more like 3 3/4 years at BHS, have been some of the best years of our lives. And that quarter of a year that was supposed to be our time and our moments, we lost and was taken away from us. But because of that, I think we've all learned to live in the moment and really cherish it. In the wise words of my man, Tony Stark, it's not about how much we lost, it's about how much we have left. And though we don't have much left of our childhoods, we will always have the present. As we sit here at a graduation ceremony, it is anything but what we imagined our present to look like. But our present situation is truly a test of our character. Will we let these circumstances ruin our spirit of senior year, or will we rise above it? I say, let's rise. Though memories we dreamed of never got to actually happen, seize the day and make some new ones. Go have a parking lot picnic with friends, throw an at-home prom and get to wear that dress you never wore, or even learn those new TikTok dances and make a fool of yourself. But most importantly, don't ever again take for granted the present. Even if your present consists of cramming for one of Mr. Braswell's tests that you knew you were going to bomb anyways, because we'll know we'll miss it someday. I mean, maybe we won't miss AP Chemistry, but you know what I'm getting at. A guy named Brandon, who gave one of the hundreds of salutatorian speeches that I watched, said it best. High school is like a lollipop. It looks sweet from the outside, takes forever to get through, and it sucks until the end, but you'll miss it when it's gone. Now, a lollipop is great and all, but we all know we've always been dreaming about the future. And I'm not talking about the rapper, even though life is good. I'm talking about the thing that we can't predict, fully prepare for, or even really understand. I mean, if we could prepare for it, I think we all would have stocked up on toilet paper back in February. Guys, the future is scary, but I will put money on it that all of the faces I've gotten to know and love all of high school are going to ensure that our future is bright. This class is full of people like Desmond Young, who are going to make an impact in the sports world and maybe even one day win the Super Bowl. Like Mary Elise Smalley, who are going to go teach so they can educate and inspire our children and our future generations. Like Alexi Dunn and Tessa Altmiller, who are just natural-born leaders, and no matter what they do, their influence can change the world. Like Nathan Petrie, who are going to go invent the next big thing in technology and transform the way we live for the better. Like Michael Ferguson and Jude Dennis, who are the next politicians that will lead us to a better tomorrow. And like Caitlin Harmon, who lights up any room they enter and are able to truly influence others to be as happy and love others just as she did. We are all going to go out to the real world soon and get to show everyone what the BHS class of 2020 is all about. And though this graduation may feel like the end, it's just the beginning of our adulthoods and the remarkable things we're about to do. I hope you all can look beyond high school, beyond the struggles we're going through now, and be optimistic about the future we have lying ahead of us. This class is different from every other class I've met. I don't know about y'all, but I think we're the best class to walk the halls of BHS, but I could be biased. Y'all are some of the most intelligent, unique, and talented people I know. But most importantly, we have firsthand learned to persevere and overcome hard, unfair times, like when Gosling wouldn't let us win every Spirit Stick. And I mean, maybe losing half of our senior year to a pandemic applies to this too. But you know what, class of 2020? I think we've all learned that sometimes it is what it is. I love you all, and I will never forget the Bastrop High School class of 2020. Oh, and one last time, peace, love, and hook 'em.
Good evening. I'd like to start by saying thank you to my teachers, to BHS, to my loving, supporting parents and grandparents, and most of all, to the class of 2020 for giving me 4 of the best years of my life. It is because of you that I've grown into the person I am today. Whether it was winning the Spirit Stick, chanting Scoozy at football games, or even just cracking jokes in class, it seemed that there was rarely ever a dull moment. Now, I know that this isn't the way we expected our senior year to go, but is anything ever really normal with us? This may not have been the senior year we dreamed of, but one way or another, we did it. And in the words of Tupac, if you can make it through the night, there's a brighter day. I wouldn't trade the memories we've all made for the world, and I wouldn't have wanted to make them with any other group of people. I know each and every one of you will go on to do amazing things, and I can't wait to see where life takes all of us. I'll admit, there were times when I didn't know if I could make it through high school. Through the loss of 2 close friends, there were times when I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but here it is at last. And to those of you who have helped me through high school, especially these past 2 years, words cannot describe how grateful I am to you. And to Bailey, thank you for being the big sister I never had, and for watching over me since the day we met, and like I know you always will. We all miss and love you so much, and I hope we're making you proud. And to Caitlin, words cannot describe the shock or the pain of this past week. You were supposed to be here with us today. You deserve to be. You were one of the hardest working, kindest souled people I've ever met. I will never forget you or any of our incredible memories. You are a light in all of our lives, and you will be missed forever. You are loved more than you will ever know. With that being said, as much as I've cried and complained my way through these past 4 years, I'm glad we can finally all say it was worth it. And J. Cole said it best, nothing lasts forever, but at least we've got these memories. Thank you.
Jose Abraham Acosta. Joanna Nicole Adams. Bryson Kendall Robert Adair. Giovanni Lee Aguirre. Kayla Marie Alexander. Jaden Christopher Albritton. Avery Lynn Allen. Juan Israel Diaz Alonso. Kawesha Monea Alsop. Tessa Leanne Altmiller. Ricardo Alvarez. Marissa May Amable. Logan Cole Anderson. Laura Rocio Ansaldúa Hernández. Cassie Arias Sanchez. Daniel Joseph Arroyo. Ruby Alejandra Arteaga Pitchard. Jacqueline Ayala Ruiz. Corinne Francis Baird. Camille Renna Baker. Gage Randall Bancroft. Daniel Banuelos. Paige Annalise Barrington. Brianna Nicole Bates. Tariq Latone Berry. Swapnil Bujel. Nathan Tyler Blair. Caroline Elizabeth Bronkhorst. Edward Leon Brown. Jonathan Wade Brown. Michaela Lee Bryant. Taya Larae Butera. Trinity Nicole Butler. Jesse James Campos. Michaela Shea Canaday, Eden Josue Carranza Ramirez, Yahaira del Socorro Castañeda, Adriana Castillo, Brian Castillo Davila, Víctor Joel Castro Cárcamo, Arlette Castro Núñez, Carissa Eileen Cavazos, Brenda Chagoya Martinez, Harley James Charlone, Janet Eliza Chavez, Justin Daniel Chute, Juan Carlos Compián Gutiérrez, Josué Corona Cruz, Zoe Alexandra Croft, Ariona Alicea Nicole Crowell, Christian Oswaldo Cruz Martinez, Colin O'Neill Cunningham,
My guy's pretty like a girl, and he got right stories to tell. I see both sides like you know. See on both sides like you.
Mark Allen Curry, J. Wesley Darjalik, Hannah Nicole Dark, Caitlin Grace Davenport, Isabella Alexandra De La Rosa, Elena Grace De Leon, Annabelle Janice Delgado, Jude Gordon Dennis, Mason Hayes Denson, Chloe Miranda Detrick, Erica Danielle Diaz, Yamileth Diaz Suarez, Isaac Diaz Morelos, Wyatt Lewis Dybel, Leonardo Dominguez, Race Austin Drake, Alexi Tamara Dunn, Court Benson Eatman, Deshana Jaslyn Edwards, Derek Zane Elzy, Dylan Rose Engel, Walker Jameson Engel, Oliver Enriquez, Joseph Halen Estrada, Courtney Jean Ezel, Megan Elizabeth Fayard, Morgan Shelby Fayard, Reagan Lynn Ferrum, Michael Everett Croft Ferguson, Alejandro Fernandez, Sabrina Annie Flores, Paul Ronald Ford, Claire Elizabeth Franklin, Adrian James Fuentes, Aurelio Núñez Garcia III, Dodanim Garcia, Karen Garcia, Lorena Garcia Lara, Keely Michelle Garcia Matias, Paul Martin Garvey, Logan Noah Gasky, Andrea Gaspar Torres, Caitlin Elizabeth Gibbs, Jacqueline Sarahi Godinez Sunig, Caden William Gertz, Zachary Todd Goldstein, Juan Antonio Gomez, Arturo Gomez Lopez, Sarai Gomez Martinez, Gabriela Lee Gonzalez, Adolfo González Urbina, Addison Hunter Green, Eric Gutierrez, Josephine Faith Hope Hamilton, Robert Matthew Hansen, Caitlin Michelle Harmon, Chella Shelley Marie Harris, Melissa Yesenia Enriquez Vent, Jacob Tyler Hensley, Anthony Ernesto Hernandez, Emily Grace Hernandez, Marco Antonio Hernandez, Marco Abel Hernandez Méndez, Albert Anthony Herrera, Kaylin Ashlyn Hodge Chapman, Kayla Vecinia Hola, Caitlin Rose Hollifield, Nain Jaimes, Caleb Jaimes, Katarina Chrisia Janish, Natasha Lee Jacanet, Kylie Elizabeth Jennings, Erica Navarrete Juarez, Kasia Yvonne Canada, Kate Bridges Kibbe, Taylor Morgan King, William Winston Kirk, Colton Nicholas Cliffmuller, Aiden Alexander Langston, Talon Michael Laubach, Andrea Michelle Leos, Kaylin Nicole Lesh, Kristen Lynn Letterman, Taylor Vaughn Letterman, Mark Lombardo Jr., Levi Dylan Long, John Isaac Lopez, Maria Isabel Loredo Montoya, Emily Jean Loudon, Maraya Araceli Lujan, Sarahan Carolyn Lyons, Faison Lamarcus Madison, Andrew Nathaniel Madrigal Rang, Axel Mancera Gomez, Carolina Montserrat Marquez, Briseida Liseth Marquez Mondra, Patrick James Martin, Anthony Joshua Martinez, Emilia Rose Martinez, Enrique Javier Martinez, Mark Michel Martinez, Salvador Martinez Jr., Carlos Oswaldo Martinez Pineda, Ezekiel Eugene Matamoros Sher, Damon Cole McKellany, Aubrey Leah McElrath, Kayla Renee McGee, Gabriel Wayne McNabb, Caden Michael McNeil, Jamie Beverly McFall, Philip Douglas Meeks, Henry Brown Mendel, Julianne Melissa Messer, Julian Nathaniel Miller, Mark Dean Minnis, Alexandra Lee Mitchell, Michael George Moninger, Stasia Raquel Moore, Tasia Marie Moore, Jonathan Ovalle Morales, Yaira Morua, Juan Pedro Muñoz Carvajal, Davis Macheria Mwangi, Alexandria Elizabeth Napier, Caroline Grace Nations, Zachary Dean Nations, Jose Marino Navarro Mojica, Ronaldo Neve Tonch, Jacob Tyler Nelson, Dewey Kwong Win, Caden Bennett Nichols, David Nathaniel Novak, Kaylee Marie Nutt, Isabel Danielle O'Canas, Tamara Danae Ockelberry, Caleb Lewis Odom, Shelby Lynn Palmer, Peyton Scott Parsons, Juan Diego Perede Diaz, Nathan Kenneth Perry, Shelley Nicole Perry, Elizabeth Danielle Peters, Nathan Matthew Petrie, Avery Nicole Phillips, Ty Allen Phillips, Christina Lee Philpott, Sean Eric Pickering, Michelle R. Ponce, Blessing Alyssa Rose Preston, Jared William Proctor, Rebecca Lee Purdy, Jonathan Michael Rainasek, Justin David Reese, Thelonious Michael Anthony Ree, Shannon Jude Reedy, Faith Reyes, Javier Reyes, Alan Reyes Gonzalez, Amanda Bridget Reina Galvin, Alan Everett Rhodes, Jillian Ryan Rich, Jake Donovan Richardson, Aiden William Robertson, Antonio Wayne Robertson, Francisco Elias Rodea, Angel Marie Rodriguez Flores, Margie Marie Roldan.
My future after high school is going to college in Utah. So I'm going to be having a good time.
Julián Jesús Romero, Alejandro Ruiz Ortega, Cameron Lee Sagert, Garrett Daniel Salinas, Juliana Diana Salinas, Abraham Isaiah Sanchez Navarro, Caleb Scott Sanders, Madison Mercedes Sanderson, Noel Jesus Santos, Karima Jeanette Shantz, Holly Kathleen Cersei, Molly Lynn Cersei, Robert John Sedler IV, Jacqueline Kate Silva, Alexis Simon Santos, Mary Elise Smalley, Dylan Michael Smith, Tyron Jashawn Smith, Jacob James Soto, Penelope Ann Renee Sutherland, Nathan Gunnar Spiller, Patrick Joel Summer Stevenson, Samuel Keen Stewart, Brandon Lee Strambler, Beatrice Kaylee Summers, Alan Talamantes Gomez, Axel Talamantes Gomez, Riley Jade Tamayo, Celine Danielle Taylor, Jayla Dominic Taylor, Efraín Tejada Osorio, Cole Allen Tidwell, Noe Christian Torres, Andrés Torres Velador, Brandon Michelle Trainer, Alyssa Lee Tuck, Joseph Vernon Ernesto Tuck, Eric Uresti Garza, Paulina Alejandra Valencia Ava, Julia Danielle Vasquez, Sergio Luis Vasquez, Jason Vela Arines, Alexia Bridget Villa Gomez, Ana Luisa Villalobos, Ariana Villarreal, Kayvon Yvette Vincent, Camille Isabella von Habsburg, Brendan Byron Wagner, Zachary Kenneth Warren, Rachel Luelha Webster, Holly Alexis Wilk, Jacob Allen Williams, Xavier Edward Williams, Dusty Cole Willis, Kyler Cole Wilson, Lillian Kate Winder, Chelsea Marie Wood, Tara Lauren Wood, Zachary Alexander Ratton, Anthony Lee Wright, Kaya Sharissa Wright, Renaya Rakay Wright, Guadalupe Yepes, Desmond Javon Young, Grant Walker Zapalak, Michelle Ariadna Zavala Rodriguez, Damian Michael Ziegenhorn, Noah Joshua Zeik, Perla Zuniga, Stephanie Zuniga Gutierrez,